This is Ellen Martin with A Life Shared. It's Friday, so it's time for another video. Do you remember the phrase when you had young children, or maybe you've played this with young children before, of peekaboo, I see you. Only you can't just say it, right? You have to go, peekaboo, I see you. I haven't played peekaboo in a long time. Our youngest is 6 and he's kind of over that game. But over the years, I've played a lot of peekaboo games with my kids and with other kids. Today I got to play peekaboo with a sweet little 2-year-old whose family buys eggs from our family. And it was just such a fun moment. But I was thinking about the peekaboo, I see you. Friends, who do you see? And in your family, how do you see each other? There's been a lot of conversation right now about who we see and the value that we give to others. And while this is a really important conversation in so many ways, we can talk about it, but it's really important that we practice it. I want to encourage you today and in the next week to look at the people that you have in your family that you share a household with and see them. I seriously doubt that most of them still play peekaboo. So, peekaboo, I see you isn't a game you're going to actually play with them. But what if you look at them and see them in new ways? We get school lunches on Tuesdays and Fridays for the kids, and it's not something I usually buy, but Pop Tarts are a real favorite of mine. And my kids love them because I never buy them. And the cinnamon ones are my most favorite. The school lunches aren't for me. I don't get Pop Tarts once a week, but my kids do. And today, someone suddenly, out of nowhere, kind of, in an errand I was running, saw me and said, "Hey, I've got some cupcakes. Would your boys enjoy them?" And I said, "Sure." She saw me. She knew me. She knew I had several children who would enjoy a treat, and she gave me her extra. And I brought it home, and one of my kids, whose gratitude is regularly expressed, it's really beautiful, he's like, "Thanks, Mom." And asked how many he could have, and I told him. And a little while later, he came over to the lunch table, and as I was eating a leftover taco salad from dinner last night, he said, "Here, Mom." And he walked away, and he had laid his cinnamon Pop-Tart right by my place. In that moment, it was like he was saying, "I see you, Mama. I know this is one of your favorites, and you saw us and you gave us cupcakes, and I see you and I want you to have this thing you enjoy." Friends, it seems like a really small thing, but it's big. To see each other and to honor them with acts of kindness and love, to give favorite things, to do small little acts of service that mean a lot to that person. It says, "I see you," even when you don't say the words. And when we say, "I see you," we say, "You matter to me, you're important to me, and I love you." Just by sliding the little Pop-Tart right beside it. Just by me bringing home cupcakes. So I want to encourage you today and tomorrow and in the next week, look around at the people you live with. See them, maybe in new ways, and consider how you might, through your actions, say to them, "I see you." Maybe a game of peekaboo. It may be reading the same book. These are about to fall. Reading the same book to a 3-year-old 20 times and doing it with a smile on your face. It may be having a stick fight like I did yesterday with my 8-year-old who desperately needed me and wanted me to play with him. Oh my gosh, the life that poured into him in that moment. And I never said, "I see you," but that's what he felt. That was the reality. So peace to you as your family with one another. Look around. There's a lot to see, and there's a lot to love to give in response.